Okay, hi everybody. I am Sanderson Leaf, the developer of Live Altered, and I'm trying something new. I'm going to record my playtesting sessions. I recently made a lot of changes to the game, and I need to see if the game runs all the way through without any major bugs. And while I'm doing this, I will explain a little bit about the game. So, Live Altered is a roguelike deck builder, but the cards are on dice, and you play 3 people at once. This will be more easily understandable in the battle scene. Right now I only have these 3 characters, but 6 are actually planned. And each character has a certain affinity for a different life group. Arthropods, plants and mammals, for example. Okay, so this is the new map. It has a little less options than the previous map. And let's see. Well, the first bad thing I'm noticing is that there is not a single unknown room on this map. That should be something I'm going to try to fix. You know what? Let's start a new run. This is not good. Okay, let's stick with that one. Okay, a battle. So this is the mutated scorpion. And the thing about a mutated scorpion is that it has crystal. Crystal renews at the start of the turn, and it negates the first attack that is targeted on the scorpion. But if you damage it, the crystal gets removed, but the scorpion gains 2 strength, increasing his attack values. So I'm going to re-roll these dice. And for now I will just shield the person that the scorpion is attacking. I'm going to give him some poisonous too, because that is one of the most effective ways to defeat the scorpion. You just use passive things like poisonous and thorns. So when he attacks Mika, the scorpion will get 3 poison, and that works even whether it has crystal or not. Same goes for trap. Let's put some trap on there too. Trap actually gives 10 damage to the attacker, but completely vanishes once the person is attacked. Still, this is the good strategy because the strength of the scorpion is not increasing, and I can just keep doing this. I can poison it. Okay. Okay, so now the scorpion is attacking Isabella. I will use the T-plant to evolve one of my creatures here. Okay, see, this was beneficial because an unevolved pangolin just gets you 5 shield, and a pangolin with with a plant evolution gets you 5 thorns as well. I can use that. Isabella stays safe, and oh, look at that! Some poisonous for her too. Okay. Now Mika is the target. We get some poisonous too, and some thorns along with his shield. And can we get something else? Oh, I just evolved something. I don't know. Okay, so the scorpion is one of the first enemies, and it's supposed to be an easy one to beat. But I've heard from playtesters that that is not always the case, and I assume this is because the strategy that I'm using is not immediately apparent when you first play the game. That's fine. Okay, so we defeated it, we got some exogenic energy. We get to add a new card to our dice. Let's go with a honey badger. Deal 2 damage 5 times if enemy is attacking, or 3 times if it is not. And you can see that I can't put the mammal on the plant dice or the arthropod dice. I can only put it on an empty or not full mammal die. So let's put it here and move on. After a battle, you will always have the option to sacrifice a creature, meaning you get some room on your dice to put new cards on it, and for that you get exogenic energy, or you can evolve it, which means upgrading it. And that is definitely something that I need to do right now, because sacrificing is something I will do once my dice are fuller. Okay, so what are we going to evolve? Maybe the honey badger that we just got. Okay, so every time you evolve a creature, you get 3 possible evolutions. You can stack them if you want, and they cost exogenic energy to evolve. So the mammal evolution gets a higher base damage, so you have 3 damage per attack, not 2. Or you can get a plant evolution, which grants you some shield per attack, or you can deal exposed per attack. Yeah, let's go with that one, because exposed will lead to more damage in the future. Okay, so I got my first question mark room here. You spot a kaimito tree nearby. You have been hungry for a while and would welcome biting into a star apple instead of your dried provisions. However, you are wary of eating fruit from a tree in a highly infected region, even if you are immune to the infection itself. Reports of side effects in such cases have not been uncommon. The fruit and the tree look normal, at least. Choose a character to eat the fruit, lose 3 HP, but gain 1 maximum HP. Okay, let's do that. Let's get some more maximum HP to Mika. And I can keep eating the fruit, but I will lose more HP, but also gain more maximum HP. So I'm going to do this for a while. These stats increase, lose 12 HP, gain 4 maximum HP, 24 and 8, 48 and 16. So this is usually my cutoff. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Okay. This is the first treasure room, I'll call it internally. You come upon a strange device floating in the air. It emanates power. Will you touch it? Yes, should always touch it. Okay, and I get a new ability, or I can skip it and get 30 exogenic energy. Isabella has +1 strength for every enemy affected with exposed or weak. Okay, since I just gave my honey badger the ability to deal exposed to an enemy, I will add this. Okay, so we got 3 elite battles in a row now, because room placement on the card is not balanced, I guess. Yeah. Oh shit, I haven't nerfed this enemy either. So this is one of the tougher enemies. Okay, no problem. I will defeat it somehow. Oh, that is not the best strategy. Okay, so this enemy has gets 25 shield every turn, and the more shield remains at the end of the player's turn, the stronger his attack is. So he gets 1 point of strength per shield he has. It has. Okay, I'm gonna... So the strategy that works best is basically the opposite of what we did with the Scorpion. We need to deal as much damage each time as we can, so that we only lose 8. problem is that I don't have really powerful attack cards right now, so I also need to deal poison, or I'm not gonna be able to do much damage after removing the shield. Okay. Do this and okay. We're gonna give some poisonous to Mika, and Mika is not doing so well. That's okay. Reduce the cost of all rolled dice by 1 this turn, and I have 4 energy because I used the camel the previous round, so that should be pretty good with this setup. The exposed is always good because every point of exposed will increase any incoming damage. See, 12 damage, 14 damage, and this doesn't cost anything. Okay, the seed deals 2 damage each turn to all enemies. That is good. 17. And he still has 112 HP. So this is one of the things I need to improve. The battles can be a bit long. Yeah. I've used the cat first. Okay. So there are 2 ways I could nerf him. This mantis, this mutated mantis. 6 damage, 16, this is good. I could either reduce this exoskeleton, reduce the amount of shield it gets each turn, or I could make it that once you go beyond every attack that goes beyond its shield, reduces the exoskeleton that it has. Okay, Mika is about to die. Right? Right. But I have a seed, I can harvest. Heal Mika by 10 HP. Let's do that. We need him still. And let's give him some thorns. Bam. Okay, halfway done. Shield and weaken this thing. And I like evolving cards, but for now. Okay, let's do Mika a little bit. Okay, so there's 7 poison. Why do you keep attacking Mika? Come on. Okay, Mika, your last action in this lifetime will be to plant ginkgo seeds, because that will get me more energy to play with. And he's dead. Okay. But the seeds work without him. So, sec. So the ginkgo seed gives me +1 energy each turn. The camel did its bit, and now I have 5 energy. Okay. Yeah, the wolf is a bad idea. We'll poison him. Okay. 2 pain each turn. Yep, let's do that. Because pain deals damage each time the afflicted monster attacks. Okay, now I can finally use the honey badger. Let's do that. Deal 4 damage 5 times and deal 1 exposed per unblocked attack. Oh, unblocked attack, I forgot that. Right. Well, and some more poison for you. Shield for Isabella. And this will be over soon. $24 damage, that is good. 6 damage, 6 pain. And how much pain do you have now? 9. So we do this, and now it's dead. Bam. Okay, so what do we get? I like the sandbox tree. Grow fruit that can be harvested to deal 7 damage and 3 poison to a random enemy. Yes, that is good. Let's do this. And because we fought an elite enemy, we get an ability. Anytime a party member receives poison damage, they get +2 poisonous. Yeah, okay. So after each battle, the party members patch each other up and get a little bit of health, so Mika is alive again. That is good, and we'll do another evolution. So, just to illustrate stacking abilities, evolutions, let's get our arthropod evolved honey badger, a mammalian evolution as well. So now this is a relatively powerful card. Let's see if it carries us through the next encounter. Okay, so those are some monkeys, and they have the ability of blood spikes and blood shield. So the more energy, the more HP they lose, the stronger their attacks will be, and the stronger their shield actions will be. So right now, each of them is doing just 1 damage. And the correct strategy here is, of course, to attack one of them at a time and try to keep the others healthy for that time. So passive abilities like thorns that I can control who is going to get hurt are not ideal. Okay, so that means Mika dies again. Unless we heal him again. Let's heal him. Okay, 22. We can survive that. Okay, this is good, because this should kill. Nice. And now we can just sit this round out. Okay, so this monkey will shield himself up now. So maybe it's best if we start the next attacks on him. Healing, yes, please. Okay. Of course now he has 12 shield. But he keeps shielding himself up, that is good. That gets me a little more room to breathe. Okay, now I should try to kill it somehow. Or I can try to shield Mika. 15, yeah, let's do that. 17, yeah, this is acceptable. So the game is way too hard right now. But we can kill them out. We can start poisoning this one. And the rest should actually be fairly easy. Got some lucky rolls. shield. Okay, and this has now 2 fruits that can deal 7 damage and 3 poison to a random enemy. Shall we wait for another turn and see if this grows another fruit? Yes, it does. Okay, so 14 poison, good. It's history. Huh. Okay, I did not think I would survive this fight. Your next card will play 2 times this turn, yes. But I think coffee is a little buggy sometimes. Gain 8 poisonous, yes, this is good. Let's do that. Okay, improved trap. Trap increases by 3 each turn instead of 2. Okay, let's add it. And we'll keep evolving cards. Okay, this time I need to evolve this one, the Dunnard. Reduced cost of all roll dice by 1. And I want to reduce the cost of playing the Dunnard. So it will only cost me 2 energy to play the Dunnard, and that is a good thing. Okay, next elite enemy. This is what I internally call the Stunner, Hippopotamus. So it will do a debuff on Isabella. That means she's gonna get stunned this turn. Okay, I will use the T-Blunt to evolve, and it chose the Honey Badger. Very good. So this is pretty powerful now that it is thrice evolved. Isabella got 10 shield out of it, and the enemy lost 48 HP. But now she's stunned. Still need an animation for being stunned. Okay. I do like poison. And I'm out of... Okay. Okay, this means that it's going to use a buff, so it's probably going to make itself stronger. Still, okay, the sandbox tree. And I still like poison. Okay, yes, it got 3 strength. Now it's going to stun Mika. And I'm going to use... Oh no, wait. Mika's dying again. I'm going to use the Venus Flytrap on someone else, because that will mean that it accumulates trap damage. Oh, I left one unspent. Okay, my mistake. Mika is stunned. I can use the dog to weaken the enemy, so it's only dealing 17 damage. And the wolf just for some damage. Mika is weakened, but Mika... Oh look, the Honey Badger. Somehow it didn't do as much damage as last time, and I'm not sure why. Oh, because the enemy isn't attacking. Right. Forgot about that. No problem. This should be the turn where you die. Hopefully. Okay, I can use my new evolved Dunnard. Yes, this is good. I will evolve something. Heal 6 HP, deal damage to all enemies. Very good. And this should do it. Oh, okay. I survived all 3 elite fights. Stinging Tree deals 2 pain each turn to all enemies. This is pretty powerful. Yeah. Let's keep the seeds. Aphid Colony. Every ant-based skill is 20% more powerful. Okay. So a little healing. Mika is still pretty banged up. But we'll keep evolving. Let's evolve something from Mika this turn. Maybe the ginkgo tree. Lower cost for the ginkgo tree. This is good. Okay, so this is a special event. And it is always there, somewhere. Reachable. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. We suddenly hear someone groaning in agony. This region was supposed to be completely evacuated, but the sound is unmistakably human. Pressing ahead, you quickly reach a clearing and see an obviously infected man crouching on the ground and clawing in the dirt. He has not noticed you yet. You fully step into the clearing and call out to the infected man. Expect a fight with rewards. Or I could just leave, but no. The man quickly turns around. Whoa. I had not expected to meet someone here. He seems in agony and his voice is strained. But I can feel your strength. Maybe you can help me. This cursed infection, it cannot be killed. Not for long, anyway. No, I cannot be killed, of course. I don't have much time. Please, if you survive, seek the device up ahead and find me again. You will find me by my sign. So this is something I implemented to guide the player on a little side quest. Which increases the challenge of the game, but also the reward. So if you can manage to go through it 3 times, you get a pretty decent ability out of it. Okay, the Dunnard again. This is good, but I'll re-roll this first. Perfect. So, get 2 exposed on it. We can heal Mika a little bit. Stinging tree is up. And the 2 ants. Bam, and bam. Good. So he's going to attack everyone with 5. Let's get another seed going. And deal more exposed to him. And now he's starting to feel the pain. Okay, another Dunnard experience. Yes, okay. So I can't plant another seed because there is no free seed spot available. But that's okay. Okay, now I will actually free up a seed spot. Or will I? Yes, I will. To increase the pain. Now I have 2 stinging trees, and each time the deathless, as I call it, attacks, it will damage itself. Trigger all passive seed effects. Okay, let's use the Dunnard and the passive seed effects to get more pain onto him. And we can shield. Okay, he's gonna drain the energy again. We'll heal him. And counterpoint that energy drain with our ginkgo tree. Why did I shield him? Oh, there was a lapse of concentration on my part. Okay, honey badger. Three poison, not enough. Okay, but you'll die of pain. Oh, you didn't. Oh, it's a bug. Okay. When he uses his energy drain, probably. The pain stat doesn't. Okay, cool. I found a bug. Very good. Die. Do I get a tick? Yes. Let's get the tick. Okay, I get a new ability, Chameleon Vision. So that's actually the 4th elite fight, kinda, that I did in a row. You can add 2 new cards after battle instead of 1. That is helpful. Okay, let's evolve something else. Or we can stack evolutions on the ginkgo tree. Seedling conserves energy between turns. Nah, let's just get more energy. Okay, another question mark room. Okay, so the mosquito is asking me for a challenge. Enemies will have, in the next encounter, will have 50% more HP, but I'll get a new ability afterwards. Yes, let's do it. So I get a new ability here too. Lots of abilities. When an enemy dies during battle, all party members receive 2 reroll for the rest of the battle. That's actually not the strongest ability that I have. Let's skip it and get the energy instead. And our 5th elite fight. Okay, so I've run out of elite fights because I only have 3 coded for now for this one, so we get the Mantis again. And the Mantis is the toughest of them. Shit. Okay. This will be my death, I think. And he's really locked in on Isabella right now. Which is bad, because she has all these attack cards. And I've re-rolled really badly. Okay, fine. Goodbye, Isabella. At least now we have more energy to play with. No! Oh, that's another bug. I need to write these down. This shouldn't go on a dead enemy. Dead player. Get some disease. And Mika is not surviving this, is he? No. Get some more disease. Okay, this is probably the end. Okay, whatever. So, as life begins to leave you, feel time rippling and reversing. I'm going to go off and nerf some fucking enemies. And I'll try this one, recording another one next week probably.